Radio Raheem at Madison Square Garden with Mickey Conlan, where you had your pro debut, by the way, which was a tremendous night. McGregor came out. It was St. Patrick's Day. So you have started your career with such a bang, and now you're ending 2019 with a fight that will put you in line for a world title in 2020. Talk to me about what this year has been like, and capping it off this way, the significance of that.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic year. I've had some good wins this year, and especially fighting at home in Belfast in front of 10,000 plus people in the park, which I grew up in, was very special. So it's been a great year, but everything comes down Saturday night, and we got to finish on a high note. This is, as you said, this is where I started my pro career after the controversial loss in the Olympics, and this is where I'll close that chapter of the controversial loss in the Olympics and move on.
You talk about the controversial loss. It was the amateurs. It's more significant than what happens in sparring, but sometimes I feel like too much is put upon what happens in the amateurs. They're amateur fights for a reason.
Yeah.
But do you carry that? Is it personal for you in that way?
I can say it is to this day, but it's not. I had to get it in.
Well played. That was good,
but
actually.
It's not. It's not. If I sit there and I think about it and I start to delve into what happened and stuff, I can start to feel stuff. Yes, but what's the point? It's in the past. It is the amateurs. The thing was, my dream when I started fighting, when I started boxing, was to be an Olympic champion. That's the kind of thing which would hurt more. Not the actual loss, because it wasn't a loss, and everything that happened since has been fantastic. You know what I mean? It kind of, the Olympic champions from 2016 have been on my undercards, so it just says a lot, in that sense. But this fight is just something I want to get back. Prove that when I beat him in Rio and I didn't get the decision I should have, and just do it and kind of close the book.
How do you see this fight differently, other than it being pros and not amateurs? Like, how have you changed? How has he changed? Set the matchup for me now.
I believe I'm a lot more developed professional than he is. I don't think he's changed much. His style hasn't changed much from the amateurs. It's very similar to what he used to do. So. Some of the things he's added, yes, I can see, but me, I believe I've had a longer time to adjust. My style has changed, I settled down more. I still have a lot of different looks, and I just believe I'm a better professional. I still think he's very amateurish.
You talked about your fight in Belfast being important to you. In 2020, how close are you to bringing a big fight to Belfast, and what would be your ideal matchup for that arena?
Well, you just heard Bob saying, summer next year in Belfast for a world title, but I can't even think like that. I can't think about anything but Saturday night. So I'm not thinking about who or what or when, because Saturday night is the most important thing to me. And if Saturday night doesn't go to plan, the rest doesn't happen. So I've got to focus on Saturday, and that's what I've done.
Well, we can't focus on fights other than the one Saturday night that you might have. Let's focus on some fights that have happened and are coming up for other guys. Obviously, Ireland is not very far from England,
yep.
And the world champion from over there reclaimed his title,
yep.
in Saudi Arabia of all places. Did you watch that fight? What'd you make of it?
I watched it. The atmosphere wasn't great, but when you watched it, you be impressed. Joshua had done something which I didn't think he could do. It was box on his toes for 12 rounds. I didn't think he was going to be able to do that. He done it with style. He done exactly what he needed to do. It wasn't the most entertaining of fights, but it was a fight that he executed his game plan and did something that everybody was writing him off. He beat Andy Ruiz when everybody thought he was going to get knocked out. So it was impressive in that sense.
And we saw Deontay Wilder lose every round and then clip this guy with one shot. Done.
If Deontay Wilder hit me, I think I would still. And if he hit me last year, I think I would still be there to this day.
Waking you. Oh my God! Again. You know what? All right. I feel like you practice this at home.
Yeah.
You're too good. In 2020, maybe we see that matchup.
Yeah.
Has what happened this year at all shaped your opinion?
Yes.
Who wins that fight?
Well, to be honest, I always thought Wilder beats Joshua just because he's a lot easier to hit than Fury. I believe you need to be like Fury and not be able to be hit and be kind of ghost-like, but it just takes one punch, 2 seconds, not even, and you're out cold by Wilder. But Fury got up last time, which was very impressive. So Fury's the man to beat for me. Wilder beats Joshua. I think he knocks him out. But listen, I doubted Joshua against Ruiz in the rematch, so can't really doubt him again because he might come up with something else and win that fight. So it's nice. It's good to have heavyweight boxes like this. It's good that there's excitement like this around heavyweight boxing, and the money is coming in around heavyweight boxing because once it comes into the top, it trickles down for all of us. So all us little guys just got to be appreciative of it, and
well, these little guys actually clearly have big movie careers ahead of them, because you have tipped your cap, I don't know if people recognize, to Rocky here in New York. Explain the outfit, man, because not everybody's going to catch that.
I'm fighting a Russian. It's New York around Christmas time. Even though it should be Russia, but it's like New York at Christmas time. And at the end, when I win, I say my kid at home who should be in bed. My kid should be in bed because it's actually nighttime. When here it should have been daytime because Philadelphia is 8 hours behind Russia. So I thought about this. And yeah, listen, I thought I'd take inspiration from it. I'm training that hard, I'm putting that work in because I knew how important this fight was to me. So I took all that inspiration, the training side and listen, the look side. I think it looks great. So you know, I'm happy to do it.
Well, they've got a Creed spin-off. I think this is clearly the Irish Rocky spin-off.
And you heard it even in Creed. The guy was called Conlan, wasn't he? The guy.
Yeah, he was, and his trainer was Mick.
Yeah.
I mean, it all just makes perfect sense. Radio Raheem with the Mickey Conlan, Saturday night, Madison Square Garden against Richard Comey. A hell of a fight. We can't wait to watch you work again. Thanks for the time. Radio Raheem with Mickey Conlan.